Good evening. It is my pleasure to present the last award for the evening, and I think it's very appropriate to have this award last because the award is for outstanding achievement in workforce development. And if you think of all the other winners, the youth, the young adult, and adult, even though it was their commitment and dedication to achieve their goals, they all talked about a workforce professional that supported them. And that's what this award is about, recognizing a workforce professional. I don't know why my voice is shaking, I've done this a lot. But recognizing a workforce professional that's gone above and beyond to support the customer. So, I didn't get a chance to meet Wayne Daves, but everybody that I've talked about him has always talked about his commitment and support for North Carolina's workforce system. So for those that didn't get a chance to meet Wayne, I will tell you a little bit about him. In May of 2003, North Carolina lost a great friend and champion of workforce development when Wayne Daves passed away after a brief illness. Wayne was the heart and soul of workforce development in the community of North Carolina. He was a friend, mentor, and advisor, providing outstanding leadership to many organizations. It is through his dedication that we have such a strong system serving those citizens of our state who most need employment and training services. To honor his memory, his countless contributions, the Workforce Development Board's Directors Council established this award as an ongoing tribute to Wayne and his belief that frontline staff is the real champion of our workforce system. Selection criteria stipulates that this award will be given annually in recognition of the work of direct service delivery staff who are the unsung heroes in our system. We are also happy to talk about why these individuals stand out. When we go to the Career Center every day as workforce professionals, we go in there, we have our issues that we have to deal with as well. But when we meet customers at the door, we have to put that aside because one of the things that we can say is we did come to a job today. And our customers that come in our centers can't say that. And so this is what the Wayne Daves Award is all about. Now I'm honored to introduce you to the recipient of this year's Wayne Daves Award, Ms. Karen Rowe.
It is a pleasure to inform you that you have been selected to receive the Wayne Daves Award for Outstanding Achievement in Workforce Development. It's really a shock when you read it. I had to read it like 4 or 5 times.
I nominated Karen Rowe for the Wayne Daves Award because she has been an outstanding member of the Johnston County team. She does an outstanding job of working with individuals with barriers to employment. And she's also very passionate about what she does.
Karen always goes above and beyond for her clients. She is always the first to volunteer to go out into the community to do community events, to do workshops for our partners at their sites. She's always focused on the customer and goes above and beyond, whether it be before or after hours even.
I enjoy my job. And when you enjoy doing something, that's where you want to be. One of the greatest things I like about my job, it's never the same. You never know who's going to walk into that door, what story they have. Are there any barriers such as transportation, such as maybe high school, GED, and so forth? And so if there's a barrier, what can we do to get rid of the barriers to make you more acceptable to employment? Because that's the goal. That's what we want.
Karen is, as I mentioned, very passionate about her role and working with job seekers. And as part of that, she's always looking for new ideas and things that will help people to get to where they need to be.
I was very excited when I found out that she had won this award. I think she's very well deserving.
When positive things are happening and employees are doing outstanding work, I think that they should definitely be recognized. And I think that Karen definitely exemplifies what that looks like in a workforce professional.
Now I'm honored to present the 2019 recipient of this year's Wayne Days Award for Outstanding Achievement in Workforce Development. Please join me in welcoming Karen Rowe. So Karen, first I would like to present you with an award. And what it says is Governor's NCWorks Award of Distinction, Wayne Days Award for Outstanding Achievement in Workforce Development, Karen Rowe.
Thank you.
Secondly, I would like to present you a complimentary registration for the 2020 Partnership Conference.
Oh, whoa, yeah.
And last but not least, first I want to say to Abigail, which is her daughter, these are not tickets to Disney World, which she was hoping for, but I would like to present you with a $500 check on behalf of the North Carolina Association of Workforce Development Boards Directors Council. Thank you. Thank you. Would you like to say a few words? Okay.
Okay, so first, I guess Monday I'm buying lunch. So, I actually have quite a few words, but I'm gonna try to tone that down. So, but first, Mom, thank you for bringing me home from the hospital. To my older sister Cindy, thank you for not throwing me away. You did try, but Moms and Dad stopped you. To my daughter Abigail, God gave me exactly what I needed. Do not be like me, okay? All right, that done. Michelle, thank you. Michelle always has our back. Thank you. You are the best ever. To Capital Area Board, thank you. And I'm going to say a few names here because I had to write them down, even though I work with them every day, because I thought I would forget. There's Liz, Bader, Melissa, Catherine, Maury, Stacy, Dorothy, Laura, Tyler, Jamie, Randy, Sylvia, and Bruce. These are my people. They are my tribe, and at times, my circus. And in charge of that circus is Sonia and Renee. Y'all please stand up so everybody knows who's in charge. I call them boss and boss. That way everybody knows what's going on. They're boss, they're in charge. I will say that this award was a shock to me because I know who I work with. I know the caliber of people that I have with me every day, and it could be any one of us up here. I firmly believe that because we were very good at nudging each other gently into helping doing things. We coerce each other, and it's great, and it's wonderful. Now, I wasn't going to do this, but I am. I've had 2 big failures, and that has propelled me in everything I do. Years ago, I worked in the food nutrition employment and training program. I was outstationed at DSS. I had a client come and see me, and I can tell you what she looks like. I can tell you about the glasses. I can tell you the color of her hair. I can tell you what her little boy looked like. I can tell you what she was wearing the last time I saw her. Because all we were talking about was not only finding a job, but the problem she was having at home with her estranged husband. And we just started talking. I forgot about the job, and I'm like, you need to get out. No, I'm going to be fine. She wasn't. It was all on WRAL. Her and the husband, they got into an argument. He shot his stepson, he shot her, and shot himself. That was around midnight. The following morning, the neighbors came, and they called a grandparent to come and pick up those 3 little kids that were left. And I think about that. And I happened to get involved with Harbor, which is a house for women who are fleeing domestic violence. And all I had to do was ask, and the first thing was, yes, you can go do it. And I got involved with them. I got involved with Cambridge Place. I got involved with all these people. And one of the people I worked with worked for another agency, and she had done so well. She had gone through her own problems with drugs and alcohol, had overcome it, had a great job, and was mentoring and helping others. And then last year, after I came back from having emergency gallbladder surgery, which was not planned at all, that's why it's called emergency, I will tell you this, 20 staples later, I found out morphine is really pretty cool.
But anyway, there was a note on my desk, and it said, Karen, call so-and-so, and it had her number. I still have that note. I called her. I'm going to come in and see you. I'm like, what's going on? I lost my job. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. Everything okay? And then it started coming out. The habit had come back. After going 4 and 5 years without the habit and going up so high in her life, that habit came back and it got hold of her. Come and see me. I'll meet you somewhere. We'll work on your resume. We'll talk about your interviewing skills. We'll see what we can do. All right, I'll be there. A couple of days passed. Called her again. No, I'll be there. I'll be there soon. Okay. Last October 4th, the habit got her, and it ended there. Those are my 2 big failures, and it moves me forward every day because I think of them. Because what we try to do, we try to put people in the box, don't we? Somebody comes in the door and we're like, okay, they said this, okay, we're going to go here, here, and here, and do the check marks. I know this, my own life, I cannot fit myself in a box. My mother will tell you that. I'm not in any box. Our kids are not in any box. Trust me, I have a redhead. She is not in any box. So why do we try to put people in a box? Because they're not going to fit in that box. And that's what we got to remember. The first thing that you always need to do in customer service is listen. You don't hear. You listen. Oh, wow. And that's what we do. We hear those code words, and we're like, okay, you need to do this, you need to do that. No, you need to listen to what's going on with their problems. Because a lot of times it's more to it than just a job. A lot of times it's more to it. They need their lights on. They need gas. They need to buy shoes for the kids. They need something. Help them with their needs, and everything else will come into place. That's the big thing. And one of the greatest things I have is that when I go to Sonia and Renee, they both say yes. Not all the time. Let me rephrase that. I asked for a basketball goal, and I was told no. And I'm like, but we're getting older. We need to stay healthy. Michelle, they said no. Actually, Renee was like, if you can find it in the state supply book, you may buy it. So I also asked for a Zen room to make us feel good. I'm Pentecostal. I don't know what I would do with a Zen room, but it sounded good. They both said no, and that is not in the supply book as well. I also asked for a 3D printer because, hey man, we're starting to print houses now. We need a 3D printer. I really need to talk to the governor about that supply book, but he's not here. So. If y'all have any requests about the supply book, let me know now. But I will tell you this, we cannot fix everything. We don't have the answers to everything. But we know people, we know places, we know agencies, and the more you ask, the more you learn, the more you research, the more you know, and it becomes part of your arsenal. Don't forget that. We're never too old, we're never too comfortable in our job to stop learning. Keep that in mind, and keep in mind, always listen. So I'm gonna leave with this. I'm gonna leave with my favorite quote by my favorite TV character, Rick Grimes of The Walking Dead. Best show ever. Everything we've done together. We got here together, and we're still here. Things have happened, but it's always worked out for us because it's always been all of us. That's how I know, because as long as it's all of us, we can do anything. Thank you.